Ramadan.
Walaikum salam. You back on Salam Media, and it's with me, host Mariam Mia, and this is Inspired Afternoons, and we are now crossing over live to Jerusalem to speak to Dr. Abeer Zayyad, a dear friend and good sister, and a humanitarian activist and archaeologist. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sister Abeer, how are you?
Wa alaikum salam, Sister Maryam. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, it's so strange to see you at home in Ramadan like this. I never believed I'd see Sister Abeer in Ramadan at home. So can I just tell the world and all our listeners, in Ramadan, Sister Abeer doesn't sleep. She makes khitma, khitma, khitma. She's too busy to talk to her family, her children. And if you think you're a sister, then you must wait in a line because she's distributing aid, food, doing tours, sorting out people. She doesn't have time to. She'll give you a time to say, even for her beloved partner, brother Zayyad, she'll say, Zayyad, I will speak to you later. I got this to do. So things are very difficult, and I didn't think I will be speaking to you when you're sitting calm at home.
It's hard to be like this, but it's in the same time, it's my first time since long years to be in the house in Ramadan, especially in the last 10 days of Ramadan. It's not a normal thing. It's not something that I used to it, but also it's something that is strange for all the Palestinian, especially Jerusalem people now, because they are not used to something like what is happening now. It's the first time in history since Salah ad-Din time that Al-Aqsa Mosque is closed in Ramadan. There is no Laylat Qadr, there is no Taraweeh praying there. So it's a very tough and difficult time in all of us.
Really, really heartbreaking. Allah save us, because you've put it in perspective that this is not even years, this is like a century that in Masjid Aqsa, like you say, especially in the last 10 days with the itikaf of Laylatul Qadr, people are not sleeping the whole night in the last 10 days. And there's muhabbat going on, there's programs going on, you sharing, and it's a time where I think the fabric of the Palestinians shine through. So, Sister Abeer, what is it still closed? Is the old city closed? Are you able to even get to your office and work, or they not allowing anybody in the Al-Aqsa precinct at the moment still?
They do not allowing even to the worker to enter to Al-Aqsa Mosque. Only few guards are allowed to enter inside the mosque, and that's it. But there is till now there is no news that it was reopened or anything like that. For the old city, it's also not allowed for people from outside of the old city to enter to inside the old city, even to visit their family. I have a house in the old city, so I have the opportunity to enter to the old city, but the rest of the Palestinian Jerusalemites are not allowed to enter to the old city at all. And of course, all the stores in the old city are closed. There is no one allowed to enter. So all the economy, which is this month, all the old city is depending on Ramadan, and it's completely collapsed for them. So it's a very hard situation on them, and we does not know which one of them will survive after this and will be able to continue working and to be able to continue opening their stores.
So, is there any talk about when will Masjid Aqsa be opened for Salah? When will the old city be for people to come in? And that any indication, any word, any news report coming from the Israelis?
Nothing. Even that they allowed for the Jewish to pray in El Buraq wall, 50% together, and they did not allow it for Muslims or for Christian till now to pray in Al-Aqsa Mosque or in the Holy Sepulchre Church. So all the churches, all the mosques inside the old city are closed, but Buraq wall is open for Jewish to pray, 50 people together, as they say. Of course, they say in the media, oh, it's not open. But all the other media is saying how it's open, and they are able to go there and to pray.
So what is the risk? Is it dangerous? Because I see reports coming out from so-called mainstream media or Western media coming out
Is
that
it
they say because the way the structure of the old city is, it will be very difficult to evacuate people there if there is a missile launch or attack. I mean, that is the reasons we are. So, is it difficult or what is
There
going
is
on in?
many other places are difficult also and hard, but you can see something like this happen in other areas. And you can see that also the market, everything, it's more open for the Israeli area. And also, if you go to the West Bank, everything is open. So the only area that are completely closed, the store are not allowed to open, the life is not working, it's just the old city.
And as you've mentioned, the economic impact, because Alhamdulillah, I was your guest in 2024, and I see how busy it is in Ramadan for the businesses. And if you explained to me, and that time already it was closed, and for Ramadan they opened, and you said this is their means of survival because they wait for people coming from all over the world, especially UK, South Africa, Europe, that people come in and visit and spend in the economy of the old city. So, is there any kind of subsidy they're getting from the city of Jerusalem because or support because the businesses are shut?
No, nothing. And the taxes will not be reduced. In fact, the taxes was increased in the beginning of the year around 40%. And there is nothing to help the people in the old city or to help the stores. So I don't think that there will be any kind of help for them. And we noticed that also it happened the same in the last war, and also it's happened on the corona. So it's a continuous situation for the whole city, which affect directly on the stores there, and
Sister,
also on the people who are living there.
so at this time, what is your message? What is your appeal? How can we support the families of Jerusalem, the families in Al Aqsa compound, in the old city? I mean, you are. I always say you are the mother of the old city because you're always going to support this one, that one. I know I came with you personally. There are many, many senior elderly people loving you, smiling because you took me house to house and you said, yeah, you give. So all those people, what's happening of them? How can we support them? What can we do? You tell me that I own a millimeter of real estate in Al Aqsa. So it's every Muslim owns real estate in Al Aqsa. In a 1 square millimeter is every Muslim's there. So you always ask me, what am I doing for my real estate there in Al Aqsa? So what can I do? How can we help and support the people of Jerusalem, and how can we support Masjid Aqsa at this time for the upkeep?
Maybe it will be a little difficult now to do something. Maybe a few things that we can do it, like for example, giving coupons for the people to buy stuff, but it will not help the economy of the old city itself. But it will help the needy family inside the old city. But it's very important that immediately when the war finish and the airport reopen again, that sorry, Muslim from all over countries come and stay in the old city, using the stores, the places in the old cities. It is very, very important, because with this way we can help them to continue. Otherwise, I don't know if they will be able to survive. So our goal now is, or what we can do, is to encourage people that immediately when they are finishing this war, when this airport will open, that to make the niyyah to come immediately to full up in Masjid Al Aqsa, to use the stores in the old city, to use the recommendation in the old city. In this way, we can keep the economy in the old city not to be collapsed.
Inshallah, that's your appeal, everybody. That's our appeal. Hashtag love Aqsa, visit Aqsa as soon as it's opened. Please take whatever you have, your savings, make your dua. Now is the time of dua. We in the last 10 days, we are in the days of Qadr, the night of power. Nothing is impossible. nothing is impossible for Allah. And it's our du'as and our efforts that's going to open Masjid Aqsa, not the Israelis. And then don't put your yaqeen in the Israelis. Let us all make dua in a fervent, uh, just a fervent activism to say, Ya Allah, if you open Masjid Aqsa, the next plane I'm out of here. I'm going to sort out everything. The next plane I'm out of there to be a protector and defender of Masjid Aqsa. And I'm coming to support the people of Jerusalem, the people of Al Aqsa, and support them. As you always say, Sister Abir, your life is a life of jihad, loving in Masjid Aqsa, and we come and we support you, inshallah. So an appeal directly from Sister Abir, who grew up in Al Aqsa. She even told me where she studied, where even she was not, where she hid away from her parents when they couldn't find her, and she used to play. So the masjid was her home, her playground, her everything. That is what Masjid Aqsa means, the people who are born in the old city and who grew up in the old city, and they want us to come. Sister Abir is so happy when from all over the world people come. So please, let's first, number one, make dua, fervent, earnest dua. Every time duas are most accepted now, say, Allah, please, you open Masjid Aqsa, you make it possible and open the way that if Masjid Aqsa is open, we will, on the first plane that is out of here, that we can travel to Masjid Aqsa, we are there to come and pray in Masjid Aqsa, to support the economy around Masjid Aqsa, to bring money and also take money to light the lamp and candles of Masjid Aqsa. So, Sister Abir, we make dua, inshallah, we can connect with you soon. We can be there with you in Masjid Aqsa, praying together, inshallah. And we make dua, we come to you and we hug you in a liberated Masjid Aqsa, inshallah. So, Jazakallah for your time. And
Jazakallah khairan.
maybe, take this time to rest and reflect, because once we all come there, you'll be making our khidmah, so you're not going to have time to rest. So enjoy this little rest and respite you have for a moment.
Inshallah, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan. Hope to see you very soon in Masjid Al-Aqsa, inshallah, and the masjid will reopen, inshallah.
Soon. Assalamu alaikum wa
Assalamu
rahmatullahi
alaikum.
wa barakatuh. That was Sister Abeer Zayyad, live from Masjid Aqsa. Yes, we make dua. Oh, oh Allah, please, you open the doors of Masjid Aqsa so Salah can be prayed there, Quran can be recited, zikr can reverberate. We can have that universal bond. Ikhwan Muslim, our hearts can all be reconnected, because it's the most beautiful, one of the most beautiful sacred places is Masjid Aqsa. You go there and something just attracts you. It's like when you see Kaaba, that magnet, when you go there and you walk on the footsteps, you're walking in footsteps of Anbiya alayhi salam. You going there and you feel different. You feel something, you feel this connection to this land. You know it's Mubarak, you know it's a sacred land. Just being there, you feel so privileged. Ya Allah, you open this opportunity for me to be there, to be at Masjid Aqsa. We love Aqsa and Aqsa loves us. So let's make the dua that Aqsa, it's not the Israelis or the Zionists or whoever is going to open Masjid Aqsa. It's our duas, in our collective effort, in our obeying Allah, in our astaghfar, in all our good deeds, that is going to open Masjid Aqsa. And I truly and firmly believe, inshallah, in our lifetime, we are going to see liberated Masjid Aqsa. So let's just always keep Masjid Aqsa in a duas on Masjid Aqsa, right on top of the earnest duas and our fervent duas, and keep Masjid Aqsa on our agenda, on our lips, on our tongues, on our broadcast. So amplify the voices of the people of Jerusalem. Alhamdulillah, we have access to them. We can speak to them and hear the difficulties in real time. So, Ya Aqsa, Ya Aqsa, Ya Aqsa. As soon as it's open, let's all visit Masjid Aqsa, inshallah, and let's visit a liberated Masjid Aqsa. And on those words, I leave you, inshallah, inspired. Until next week, we meet again. May you be under the mercy and protection of the Almighty. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.